the fuck? What the fuck? What are you? What the what are you? What the fuck are you? What the fuck are you doing?
Hello, everybody out there in podcast land.
What the fuck are you?
Choking on my spit. I'm Hern Dizzle.
He's already choking. It's just the intro. This is E. Bitty over here.
What is this, my first podcast? Jeez.
Christ, man. You should be a veteran by now.
Seriously. You know, I have a bad habit of coughing.
We all have bad habits.
Right at the most, important part of a TV show. Somebody would be like, wait, what did they just say?
Can we rewind that? I missed that fucking part.
They do, and they just look at me while they're listening. Shut the fuck up, don't you dare cough. I'm one of two people. I'm either accidentally coughing during stuff because I'm choking on my drink because I'm reacting to something that's on screen.
Or you're yawning. In the
or I'm 2 minutes in and I'm dreaming about Star-Lord or something. I don't know.
Star-Lord's putting Hern Dizzle to sleep.
Yeah, dude. There is something about sitting down in a nice comfy chair, getting your snacks, getting a drink, having your PJs on, feet up, and start watching something. I don't feel more relaxed than when that happens. I might as well be getting a back rub, and then I'm out in 2 seconds. That's just how it goes.
Yeah, well, I don't get back rubs, so you're spoiled, mofo.
That's fair.
I can't remember. I give back rubs all the time. It's because I got really strong hands.
I have very bony hands. No, see, it's like a crypt keeper.
Well, and that's the funny thing. If I use the tips of my fingers, she's like, you can't do that. That fucking hurts.
See, we're getting off tangent here, but yeah, I have had back rubs where they're like, this is great and harder, and I'm like, I feel like I'm pressing so hard, I don't want to bruise somebody. But yeah, so speaking of sitting around watching the old boob tube, Boober tuber. We should have had a soundbite for that one. I don't know. Boober tuber. There you go.
Well, I guess I can just take that one, and that can be the thing. The Boober tuber. What are we watching today?
Tuber. We were talking about it, and I think what the fuck we're gonna do today, Bitty, is we're gonna rank streaming services. Now,
I'm down with that because
do you get
I got my favorites.
Let me ask you this: so, when you watch streaming service, do you treat it like old traditional TV, where Thursday nights is Daredevil night, and what Friday night is for Full House reruns, or
What the thing I'm coming across with streaming services is really frustrating is I forget which fucking day drops what. Unless there's a series I really like, then I know, oh shit, this is dropping on Mondays or Tuesdays or whatnot.
So you are a weekly revisitor of stuff versus like a binger?
I'll binge it if it'll drop. I prefer it if it would drop everything and just binge the shit out of it, but I will follow shows that drop week by week.
Sure.
Unfortunately. I'm watching a few of them actually currently that stream week by week, and so it's old school that way.
So now I'm a cheap ass. So I will.
I know that.
Frugal is what we call ourselves. We don't even call ourselves frugal because it's too many letters. We're just cheap as shit. But
I'm so cheap I can't even pay attention.
Exactly, dude. And that is the truth. That would be the ADHD in me. We should have just called the podcast ADHD now that I'm thinking about it. But no.
I'd have to remember that.
I obviously, I think this might be coming up on our next episode, so you guys are going to have to hang tight. But I do a lot of door dashing.
Indeed.
And so it is hard for me to invest a lot of time into watching something. I don't sit still long enough to watch anything really, but I love having that sound on and checking it out when I hear something cool happening. Like, what is that?
And I find syndication is my favorite thing with streaming, honestly. I'll find a network, for example, Max, which is on the list, HBO Max, is one of my favorite networks. I always find something on syndicated-wise to watch. They always have some really good shows that they drop on a regular basis.
Do you ever get into, another streaming service so deep that you forget that you were watching shit on another streaming service?
Yes, I automatically pop up and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot that I was watching this series on this show. Yeah. So I like, for example, we talked about this in a previous episode where I get a bundle deal where I have Disney and Hulu. So I spend so much time, like right now I'm currently on Max, and I don't know about you, I love syndicated shows just because it's you've seen them before. It's that repetition. You can put it on in the background and do whatever.
Yeah.
So Big Bang Theory is one of my favorite background shows. I just put it on.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that runs on Max. So I'll just sit there and throw it up. Before it used to be that 70s show. I would, sit there and put that on rerun.
Plus, you've already seen them at one time. Like, you've probably already gone through it at least once anyways, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've seen every episode of it, numerous times. So I'll just start over season 1, let it roll through. It's got like 9 or 10 seasons, and there's like 20 episodes per fucking season. So I can just let that go on in the background and, tune in here and there and just, that's the great thing about syndication.
So, no, that's awesome. Yeah, I do that a lot with YouTube. I will put on a long video while I'm driving and just listen to it. I don't have to really watch a podcast. I'm not saying you guys shouldn't go to our YouTube and check out our videos, but
we may be on YouTube in the near future.
And one of the things we will be doing is we will be posting this tier list on our YouTube so you can see where everything fell for us.
Absolutely.
Now, what we did do, because I'm not big into plagiarism, is I changed the tier list for you. So that's the first thing. All right, let me hit record on this bad mamma jammy so we have this going at the same time. Okay. So instead of ABC or what is it? It starts usually with S tier. That's the big thing. Is S tier is the top, and then you have A, B, C, D, E.
Must have tier.
We did it so that it's W is the top tier, then T, F, R, U, D is the bottom, and then we have one category of never used the streaming service. We don't know what the fuck that is.
Exactly.
All right. So without further ado, we're gonna go through them, and then let's talk about them. So we got Disney Plus is the first one on my list here.
Now, I just resubscribed to that. I canceled Disney Plus before because they were getting ridiculously expensive.
See, I did just because of the content. I was kind of getting out of it.
That new series that they launched there, The Acolyte, that made me want to cancel it.
I canceled after, what was the one there with the chick that was Khaleesi? It was an MCU show. Not Armor Wars. It was Secret something.
Oh, okay.
It was, but anyways, it was this whole thing where
Nick Fury.
Yeah. Secret Wars, is that what it was? Secret Wars.
I'm not sure.
Quite honestly, I was like, all right, Loki season 1 was okay.
Loki was
in
good.
my opinion. I didn't see the second season. I heard it was much better.
Yeah,
but I was like, all right,
Loki.
I'm not gonna cancel because of Loki. But there better be something real good coming down the pipe after that. And then Secret Wars came out. I was like, no, I'm not spending my money anymore on this crap. Which unfortunate.
It's fair enough.
But
and that series with Nick Fury, that really did kind of blow. All the Skrulls and the super Skrull that ended up being at the end of it.
Yeah,
that was pretty poor. It was the Star Wars aspect with the Acolyte. Although they had some really good Star Wars series. The Bad Batch. Like
Bad Batch, I heard was amazing.
It's fucking amazing.
What was the other one there? I thought it was another one. Not the Acolyte, but there was another one. Not Pandora. And what's the one there that it was based around Rogue One?
I didn't like Rogue One.
Oh, okay. So, well, then that's a whole different story for you.
Yeah.
But
no. I know what you're talking. Andor was
Andor. Thank you. I knew
it
sounded like Pandora.
I love that. No, the first episode, I tried watching a bit of Andor, and I'm like, no, I didn't like Rogue One very much. So, but they did come up with their animated series seems to be way better than any of their other series. Now they just dropped. We talked about this, a Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yes,
I finished that. Holy fuck, dude!
And it's awesome.
You like Spider-Man? You have to watch it.
See, and that's the thing is, do you remember how we were talking about buying music and stuff? And I was telling you, I had to listen to 3 songs on an album before I buy it. It's kind of where I am with streaming services. Is I need to have at least 3 shows on tap that I want to be watching.
Well, that was the beautiful thing is when I took advantage of this deal. It was only $3 a month, and I got 2 streaming services out of it. And Hulu has been really good. They have Malcolm in the Middle, which I've enjoyed, and a bunch of other series.
And just also just to put it out there, we're not being sponsored by any of these streaming services. I wish.
No, but by all means, we're paying for this stuff. So by all means, we paid for it so we can talk about it.
Yeah, exactly. So now it's Disney, Hulu, and Max is all in the bundle.
For like $17.
$17.
That's not a bad deal, actually, if you don't mind some commercials. Right. But I don't. And the cool thing is with the commercials these days, at least telling you up hand corner of how long it's going to be. So like, oh shit, I got a minute and a half. Cool.
So now I do still get commercials, but I will also put this out here. I do have most of my streaming services that I watch are free.
Oh, nice.
And I get 2 of them through my phone service. So I get
Oh,
free Netflix
Oh, bonus.
and
I canceled
free
that.
Apple Plus.
Ah.
So I got both of those, and it's probably the only reason why I watch them. But
Last time
they
I
also
bought a-
switched them up on you. Netflix is notorious for all of a sudden, oh, now you have commercials. Oh, now you can't do screen and screen. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
And now that Netflix is advertising, like what, $7.99 a month, but that's for like the shit with the commercials.
Which
where
is what
it
I
used to
have.
be what it was
But I'll
without
pay
commercials.
zero and deal with the commercials is the way I look at it.
Yeah.
So all right, so we're getting off track, but let's. So Disney Plus doesn't sound like we had a real great.
Yeah, I mean they have
Vibe
some, like,
on
well,
that
I mean they
for either
came
of
back
us.
with me for the Amazing Spider-Man, not Amazing, the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man series, and they also have like you can catch the latest Marvel movies whenever they drop, like Deadpool and Wolverine.
Sure.
That's on there as well. So I wouldn't put it on the very top tier, but I would put it on the one right below that. For the simple fact is you got to catch
I was
it.
gonna go in the middle because it seems like
okay.
unless it's new stuff and you like it, you're not really
Right.
gonna watch it.
Yeah, and they've
And it's
actually
pricey
been.
if you get it by yourself.
It is pricey, but like I said, it's not pricey for me because I paid next to nothing for
All
it.
right.
So,
So you're gonna say T?
I was going to say T. I wouldn't put it in the W. I would put it in the next
So
tier.
T is
below.
like A.
All right, yeah.
It's a T and A. All right, so Disney Plus in the T. Next one up, Netflix. We were just talking about Netflix here.
Yeah.
So Netflix,
In the middle for
this
me,
is the
but
one
if
thing
not
I
lower.
get a kick out of the fact that I get Netflix for free is that I will get texts from my phone provider that go, "Hey, Netflix's prices just decreased, but don't worry, it's cool, we got it." And it's like they're going broke because they gave this away to everybody.
Yeah, but they're already raping you for their friggin' monthly fees,
fuck
I'm
yeah.
sure, for your service.
Here's the thing with Netflix. Not a lot of stuff on there that I watch.
Nope, that's why I
Okay.
canceled it.
Yeah, so I'm going to put them down near. I mean, I'm going to put them down near the bottom. Like I'm waiting for Stranger Things to come out, but it's been like 5 years. I don't give a shit
I
about
watched
it anymore.
the first 3 seasons
So-
of that, and then I bailed.
So I'm putting that down in the D for
Please do.
doo-doo. All right, moving along. We got
And just one more note on Netflix. That's
Yeah.
the other thing is they punted on like Daredevil, which is one of their best fucking series that they did. Which again, Disney is up there because they just launched
I know.
tonight,
I
9 o'clock.
know.
So I'm gonna have to go watch that.
Dang it.
So yeah, Netflix definitely keeps going down and down and down
Yeah.
on the rung, in my opinion.
Here's how I look at it because I used to work at. I shouldn't really spoil too much, but I used to work at a Blockbuster back in the day.
Ooh.
The way I looked at it was all the popular DVDs were always on the outside of the wall. All that shit that's in the middle is all the weird shit. That's Netflix's. Like Netflix became the center of Blockbuster, which is kind of funny because they basically stole it from them. But all right, so yeah, we got Netflixies in the D. We got Disney Plus in the T. Next one is Prime, Amazon Prime Video.
Now, I like Prime Video. I wouldn't say it's like you got to have it, but they got some awesome series
Sure.
on Prime. And it's free for me because I use the Prime service for Amazon. I use that all the time. So this is just something that they give to you as
I
you know,
am
secondary
completely in
service.
agreeing with you. I think that I got it. I had it when it came out automatically because I was already a Prime, Amazon Prime subscriber.
Yeah.
Like I already had Prime, so they just include it with Prime.
Right.
What I will say is I like Prime. The one thing that pisses me off about Prime is they will show you the list of movies that you can watch.
Some you got to pay.
Yeah, and you don't know until you click that. You're like,
Exactly.
fuck you, I don't want to rent that
That's
shit.
the one thing I don't like about them. That's why I wouldn't put them anywhere near the top because
Oh,
they
well,
do
I
have
was going to
issues.
say, so here's what I was going to say. So that's the one issue I have with them. But the content that's on there is
The
pretty
Boys,
damn
man.
good.
It's got The Boys. I
It's got
fucking
the
love The
boys.
Boys.
I'm in the middle. I've binged in 2 days Invincible.
Oh, nice.
But the
So you like the
movies-
cartoon shows? I can.
Well, I do. To
I
a
got one to
degree.
recommend to you.
I know, but to a degree. But I also like the selection of movies. They may not be outer wall movies, but they're movies I like.
Yes, absolutely. I the only problem is I can't think of the name of the show that I'm thinking of off the top of my head, but it's like a Dungeons and Dragons type of show. It is.
Is
all-
it Arcane?
No.
Okay.
It's got a real long name
I was
to it.
like, okay.
It's really good though. They're fighting dragons and stuff.
I'll find
it's
it.
pretty awesome.
I'll find it.
I'll
So I would
look it up in
actually-
a minute here. I was gonna put some stuff up on my TV, but my Roku decided to say "F you" and
pooping
nothing.
out on
Like
you.
I don't know. I turned it on. It was giving me some error message. I'm like, I don't have time to fuck with this right now.
Do you want the
The
list?
Legend of
Vox Machina.
Vox Machina.
I've already gone all the way through it. I love it. It's fantastic.
Fantastic.
Well, that's another whole story. We'll talk D&D in another episode.
If you want to do an episode on that show, I'm down.
Oh,
That
down and
fucking
down.
show is amazing.
All right, we'll talk about that one.
I love the legend of
But
Vox Machina.
but I would
Scan
I was gonna say I'm gonna put Prime next to Disney Plus because content,
fair enough.
price is free, and aside from the one thing where they kind of sneak up on it, the thing that they're doing is they're aggregating from other apps because I can go over to the app if I have it,
Right.
like and
You
watch
can
it.
watch other shit from
Yes.
Amazon, which is cool.
Yes.
It does have that feature, which is nice.
So that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna put it up near Disney Plus, honestly.
Sure. No, all right. Fair
So
enough.
I don't even know what this next one is.
Which one?
It doesn't even have a name. It's just an orange thing. It looks like the logo for Orange Julius.
Yeah, I don't.
So I'm gonna put
recognize that.
never used it
If
because I
you
have
don't
no
even
fucking
recognize
idea
what it is,
is,
then you
Yeah.
obviously don't need it. I have a list written here of the top apps that are pretty much most people use, where a lot of people stream.
Do you want to go through the most common first?
So we've already took off a few of these here:
Yep.
Prime Video, Max, Netflix.
Weird
Disney.
Orange Julius.
I would say you said Apple Plus was another one.
Yes.
All right. Now I wish I had Apple Plus, but the reason why I don't is number one, it's fairly expensive. I had
It
it
is.
free for a year, and I got addicted to Ted Lasso, dude.
Yes.
That is one of my favorite shows.
I feel like Ted Lasso was like their breakout for Amazon or for Apple rather.
Well, they had the morning show, which is really good.
That I saw that. You see, okay. Back in the day, I used to use kind of jailbroken devices, if you know what I'm talking about. So I didn't know what station it was actually on, but I went back through and started watching that again after, because I was like, ooh, I have it, and now I'm just gonna watch it. And now my Apple Plus does have commercials, which kind of sucks.
I'm okay with commercials.
Actually, no, mine does not have commercials.
So usually Apple Plus doesn't, but I'm okay with commercials. But the funny thing is we all went to streaming to get away from fucking commercials.
I know.
It's funny how they find us again in their feeds.
the
It's
same
just
deal.
like as soon as you get away from it, it eventually comes back to you.
I always
One
say
way or
the
the
only
other. They get their
difference
money.
between cable and internet is you can say the word fuck.
Yes, we can podcast because we don't have to worry about the FCC and all that bullshit.
But even these guys, they don't censor. Some people do censor their shit, which I will complain about. But for the most part, it's like having a cable channel. If like I didn't have HBO and Showtime and Cinemax and all that back in the day on cable, so it's nice to have like cable services finally, like premium cable. You know, I'm not watching the Weather Channel.
Yeah, no, I never watched the Weather. Well, I
But
guess I
as
ever
far as
watched
it
the Weather
goes,
Channel,
so
really.
that was who are we
If you
on?
want to fall asleep, I watch the Weather Channel. You put that on as background noise.
That's fair. Apple Plus. Yeah, so there's Ted Lasso is huge. Shrinking came out a couple
Shrinking
years
was really.
back.
I watched the first season of that.
Trying to think of what else. What else did I just finished watching on there?
I know-
I'm in the middle of Severance, dude.
Severance. I know
is
people are
fucking
talking about
fantastic.
A lot of people are talking about that show. I don't have Apple Plus, so I can't watch it.
Yeah,
but
it's
and that's more in the horror type of category, isn't it? Or suspense.
suspense.
Yeah.
I would say suspense. It's weird, but but the
Well,
shows
so
are
was
fantastic.
Stranger Things. So
True. It's not even. It's. I think that with Apple TV, it's like the way I refer to Apple TV content, the stuff they have on their movies, TV shows that are originals. It's like grown-up TV, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
fair
it's,
enough.
It's just
Shrinking. I'm
yeah.
right there with you on that one.
But it's good. It's good. It's good content. It's
Smart
produced
TV.
well. It's not. It doesn't look like center of blockbuster bin. You know.
Just Ted Lasso alone really struck a lot of things for me. It was just brilliantly written, and it just goes to
I
your
didn't
heartstrings
expect
a
it.
lot of it didn't expect it a lot, but it strings at a lot of different things that makes you care about a lot of things that you might not have. It's just a phenomenal story.
So even though you don't necessarily have the streaming service, where would you rank Apple Plus?
I guess in the Disney range, I wouldn't put
Disney
it top
range?
tier, or if not, wipe. Just the simple fact though is that it doesn't have enough content beyond those couple of shows.
Okay.
Like there was nothing like syndicating wise or anything in there. I didn't find anything that else that really drew me
agree
into
with
it,
that.
other than a couple of those shows.
They are
so
good
that's
at-
where I would drop it down.
They are
another
good
tier.
at like, here's the new hotness. Check this out, and
Right.
you'll watch that, and it's good. But it's also you can't really go backwards on Apple Plus. I agree with you on that.
Right, so I'm perfectly content with waiting for a series if it's really good. It's like, oh, they just put out a second season. Okay, I'll wait till it's finished. I'll go sign up for the service and cancel it just so I can watch that show.
Right.
Maybe I'll go get caught up on another show I liked before and rewatch that.
all right. So
But when I had it for free for a year, there was only a couple things I watched on.
speaking of not having to censor oneself. I'm going to say the first part of the streaming service. You say the second part. You ready for this next one?
Maybe.
It's P blank.
Cock.
He got that. He got the cock.
You got all the cock.
It's
baby.
Peacock. I don't have it.
Really? Why not?
Because you got to pay for it.
Oh, that's right. You don't watch football either, so.
I'm not a football watcher.
I
Is
watch
it mostly
football.
sports stuff? Is it NBC
No, it's
basically?
NBC. It's got actually a lot of good content on it.
It
if
does?
you were to pay for it, it would be worth your paying. Just like Paramount Plus is another one that's on this list. I would put it up there with Disney, I guess, because it does have a lot.
So far, we're all. So here's the one rule about this tier list: we have to have one
In each
at least
category?
in each
All right.
category. So
So I would drop Apple below
below Disney and Prime.
Disney and Prime, definitely. The lowest tier was that one that you don't even know what the fuck that was. I would put
Correct,
Stars.
and
So another one I have on here was Stars. I have never had the need to really use Stars. I had it. We were paying for it, and we had it free, and I never really used it. They have good movies and stuff.
I feel like it was
on
part of cable originally. It wasn't a streaming service, so it was kind of part
I
of
thought it was like
basic
HBO.
cable.
I thought or something. It came with HBO or one of those services.
Yeah, or like Showtime or something like that. But it was
Showtime and Stars, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I signed up for Showtime because I wanted to watch Dexter back in the
Yes.
day. Yeah, no, Stars kept it accidentally after that. And like, why are we still paying for fucking Stars?
That was something else I was going to mention with Amazon Prime. Like, I'm looking at Amazon Prime. I'm almost going to throw my hat in the ring to throw them up on the top tier. But Amazon Prime very recently started getting episodes of shows from other streaming services and say, hey, you can watch the first episode for free on my service.
that.
I do, but I do hate it.
drug dealer.
But
First
it
free
is.
sample.
It is. But what other streaming service do you know that does that?
Actually, Paramount Plus did that with the new Dexter.
Okay, so maybe it was Paramount Plus and Amazon got that deal because Amazon had it on there too.
Yeah, well, I think they're all in cahoots.
And I
together.
actually like the new
They're all
Dexter.
fucking each other. You know what I mean?
Basically, they're fucking us.
Well, exactly.
We're paying $60, $70, $80, $90 for streaming services more than cable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways,
no,
all right,
That's
we're-
eventually where
we'll,
it goes,
we'll bitch
but-
about that later.
All right, so yeah, I would drop Stars definitely down. And if you want, I mean, like I said, when it comes to the Prime Video, I have it. I don't pay anything extra for it because I'm already paying the exuberant fees for it just for my delivery stuff through Amazon.
Yep.
So that's a bonus.
So would you say Prime go to the top?
I guess you could put it up there. I don't watch it nearly as much as you do on there, but they have good
I definitely watch
content.
a lot of content on Amazon. We could each have one.
Yeah,
Oh,
all right.
that's
So yeah. So we'll put Hern Dizzle and Bitty. My choice is Max. Your choice is Prime Video. So we'll throw those up there.
Okay, you just talked me out of it. I'm going to put Prime back down into the T tier.
Okay.
And I'm Max right now for instantly. We don't even have to talk about it.
Yeah.
Is definitely W. It's the top.
Some of my favorite series
Yes.
came out on Max, like Penguin came out, was
I
fucking
haven't seen
phenomenal.
it.
Is on Max. The new one I'm watching, Common Side Effects, is fucking amazing. It's on Max. I could just go through it, and like I said, Big Bang
Last
Theory
of
is
Us.
Last of Us is on that, and also House of the Dragon,
House
I
of the
believe, is on there
Dragon.
as well. I follow that. That's
Yep.
I can't wait for the next season of
And
that
that's
to
what I'm
come
saying.
out.
So that is a streaming service, much like the music thing. The music rule I had. I'm glad that I've done it.
Yeah.
Because I have a shitload of content waiting for me, and I have to just jump back in and subscribe.
And they are coming out with constant new shows too
Right,
that
yeah.
are really
and they
good.
are good shows.
And I wasn't expecting them.
And like Dune 2, I haven't seen
Right.
Dune 2 because it's on
It's in
there.
there, yeah.
Godzilla movies, I haven't seen a couple of those because they've been out in there. That's where I'm at. Max has definitely got
And
the
that's
best
where the
content.
Peacock comes into place too, is for the fact that they have a lot of good, like I think Twisters was on Peacock and they released it
Okay.
on. So they get a lot of new movies that get
Is
released on the
Peacock
platform.
free? I get it mixed up with another one. I think it's Pluto's the one I get mixed up with all the
Well,
time.
I know you get like Pluto is another one that's free, and I hear a lot of people like that too.
I think I have Pluto
but
and I don't have
think,
Peacock.
I don't know if Paramount Plus is free, or Peacock is free.
Yeah.
It might be a very minimal. It's like
I
it
think
might
I'm
be
mix-
$5. but
that's the
it's
thing is
cheap.
I think I'm mixing it up with
Maybe.
Pluto. So Pluto's the one that I have, and there
Yeah.
ain't shit on there. Peacock, I'll take your word. We can keep that in T tier. So then, okay, Stars is down. I have so below the
Not
Peacock.
the worst tier. I would put Stars in the one just above the worst
Okay.
tier. My
I
personal
agree.
opinion.
There's only been one show that I've ever watched off of Stars.
YouTube TV is the other one that we really haven't mentioned, and the reason why I do that's basically cable.
Yeah, I have never
Our family
experienced it. And
our-
I don't wish to.
We had a family member that my mother-in-law.
These are all like live feeds of things.
Well, yeah. So like if you wanted to watch live everything, that was basically cable. And they had all
Right.
the live TV, sports, and all the stuff. It was great, but it's just as expensive as cable is.
That's stupid. That's dumb.
Yeah, it's dumb. So you got to pay for internet, and then you got to pay for that service
Okay,
on top
so
of
I'm
it.
putting that in the bottom tier next to Netflix.
Yeah, I mean, I love the
only
content
because
they had. It's
you've
just a
used
price
it.
point, and it's So I would put them
Yeah,
down in the
that's
bottom.
stupid.
too.
Like they have YouTube Prime, or YouTube
Plus,
Premium
or
Plus,
TV Plus,
where
yeah,
you're watching YouTube channels but without commercials.
Yeah, and I got an app for that.
Dude. You got an app for that, dude? I got a knack for being able to. I don't even have to look at my screen. I know right where the skip button is.
Oh, Maddie Tech gave me a little information on how to avoid, like, if you want to get rid of commercials without downloading an extra app. He gave me a little thing. Is if you after the T in the YouTube address, like when it says www.youtube, right before, in between the T and the U, you put a hyphen, and it immediately puts it full screen and gets rid of the commercials.
Boom shakalaka! Look at you.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing
gotta be
next? I'm
listening.
watching YouTube next.
You got to be listening. We'll
All right, here's one
giving
for
you
us.
tips here and there.
Here's one for us. The Criterion Collection. I have never used it.
What is that?
Criterion Collection is like the movies that would be like in a Hall of Fame, or like they belong in a museum. They're so good, So you're Gone with the Wind.
That's
and
that app. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, okay. I've never used it, but I don't even care to watch it. It's like watching a National Geographic channel.
Hey, I like watching National Geographic every now and again when you get completely blazed.
Well, you can watch it, believe it or not, on this next one, which is Hulu.
Yes, I like Hulu.
What do you think about Hulu?
I like Hulu.
Okay.
And fact that is, I pay next to nothing for it because it's bundled in with the Disney Plus that I do.
Beautiful.
So I would put it right. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff on there.
I can watch Hulu for a while wwithout running out of stuff to watch.
Fargo, I believe, is on
Fargo's
Hulu.
great.
They've got some good series.
Yeah, they pull a lot from. I think it's actually AMC, which is next on this list, but I feel like they pull a lot of the TV shows that were used to be on like AMC back in the day, like Sons of Anarchy or Walking Dead, all that stuff. FX. There you go. That's the one it was. But yeah, I like Hulu. The one thing I like about Hulu too is that they have kind of edited and like director cut versions of movies. So sometimes you get one that you never knew was like an extended version of a movie, and you will get to watch that.
You know what? Now that I think about it, I think that's where The Proposal, where we were talking about that
was
movie
that
before. I think it was on Hulu.
That's where 40-Year-Old Virgin was.
Yeah.
That was the same one I was talking about. Yeah, that was where Hulu. So I like that, but I also don't really give a shit. I'm never going to watch the other version. I'm just going to watch the best version I know.
Fair enough.
But so I threw that one up there with next to Apple Plus, or do you want it up there with Prime?
I wouldn't put it like
It'd be
very
the tier
top
below.
2 tiers, like middle.
Okay, yeah,
Wherever in the middle
that's where
is.
Apple Plus is too.
Yeah, all right. We'll put it right in with Apple Plus.
Okay. Next one's AMC Plus, which I think is just obsolete because I'm just gonna put it in. Never used it. Shudder. Shudder's a horror.
I saw that on my list, but I don't watch horror movies, so that
That's
would
fair.
be on my very bottom.
I
You would be the
do not watch it. I know that
expert.
it's a very popular service specifically for people that love horror. Not a big horror guy, so I'm gonna say, and I've never used it, so we're just gonna leave that on the never used.
Fair enough.
All right, Paramount Plus.
I would put that not very top tier, but right below myself personally, because number one, I watch the Patriots and they play Patriots games, but they have a lot of good content, TV shows and whatnot on there. So with Peacock, I think those two are the best of the streaming services that are out there.
Do you think
cheap too?
Do you think that Paramount is it relatively cheap? I
Like
don't have
$6.
it, so okay.
It's not.
Yeah, that's not bad.
It's definitely under $10.
You get your Beavis and Butthead. You get your
exactly. And I think is it Paramount or Peacock? If you watch WWF, I think it's Peacock that does the WWF as well. They have a whole
Netflix
thing.
started doing it.
Yeah, started too, but I mean Peacock had like the whole catalog of the WWF,
like
WWE, whatever.
older ones.
Yeah, you can go back
shit.
and watch all the shit too, and that was attached to it. But I mean,
Do you
Paramount
think
Plus
it's
has
got
a lot
better
of stuff,
content
too.
than, or do you think that it has an equal amount of content to like Amazon Prime, or do you think
Well, yeah. I mean,
because it seems like.
I mean,
and here's my other thing too. I was also going to say we can each have a W tier if you want it.
it's on my needs of the apps I need to have. I put that in there just for the fact is number one, NFL season. I watch a lot of shit on there. They have other sports and stuff too on there. They WWE things like that.
So what I can also do.
Paramount's in that
do you
same
think?
category.
Okay, so I'm going to name these 4 off to you real quick.
All right.
Between Disney, Peacock, Prime, and Paramount, which do you feel is the best out of those 4?
So Peacock, Disney, Prime,
and Paramount. Because I can also put them in order 1, 2, 3, 4, so we know that.
Yeah, I would put probably Disney in the front of those.
It is.
Prime, then probably like Peacock.
And then Paramount last?
And Paramount, yeah. I would go Peacock before Paramount because, I like, again, NFL season, Paramount, but they also have other great shows and shit too.
That's fair. I don't have either. I don't have experience with them, but I'll take it.
I watch their content regularly, so I mean, I pay for the services.
So this is a weird little one that I didn't know was going to actually be as good as it was. I expected a lot of middle of blockbuster movies, and I'm pretty surprised by this one. I keep telling somebody to keep download it, and it's a good app. It's Tubi.
Yeah, actually, you're not the first person to mention. I have the app on my list there, and I don't really open it up very often, but
I'll tell you what, Tubi is really good if you like classic 80s movies. Like, I die to watch this one movie. It's a John Candy movie with Dan Aykroyd. It's called The Great Outdoors.
Oh, I love The Great Outdoors.
All right.
He shoots the bear in the ass.
Yeah.
Eats that giant steak, dude.
But you can't.
The 96er.
But you can, yeah, exactly. But it's really hard to find online.
Yeah.
Boom, I go on Tubi, and I'm like, oh, shit.
I want to say the mother-in-law likes that because she'll go watch like the old TV shows from like, her youth.
I'll spend.
As well.
I will legitimately spend days on Tubi. The one thing I notice is that Tubi almost feels like, in certain categories, they only get independent people to make them. So, like a documentary. You'll know right off the bat, first of all, that they're all the same dude because they're all named something Bigfoot. He's got about 60 different documentaries. I'm like, okay, I've been scrolling on Sasquatches for the last 2 minutes. I want
Dude's
what else do you have
too
for
much time in Monkey
documentaries?
Mountain.
But they have a very large catalog. Even if 99% of that is like, okay, it's Sasquatch by one dude. Just okay, I get it. But it goes on forever. I feel like Netflix, you run out of stuff in a category very quickly now.
Well, that's what I was going to say about Netflix is they actually do have some fairly decent documentaries. I believe
I like their true crime.
Their true crime. I think they did the one on the 99.
The restaurant?
No. The 99 restaurant. Get some steak here. No, the concert.
Woodstock. Yeah.
99.
I'm sure that. Yeah, I think that was on there. But I'm a huge doc guy. I like because again, long form, lots of talking. I don't have to watch anything exploding and stuff. Hopefully, but like I'll listen to a lot of true crime. I'll listen to a lot of documentaries about stuff, history stuff. But Tubi, dude, the movies are a fun collection of movies. They have cooler categories too. I think they kind of pull a little niche with some of their categories. Like they'll be like dark humor instead of just comedy.
That's
you know what
nice.
I mean?
Hey, I'm all about that. And their price point is phenomenal.
It's fucking free.
It's free. You
It's
just got to
fucking
watch
free.
a few
That's the best
commercials.
part.
What you got to do with shit you pay for anyway these days.
And this is another thing that we could talk about at another time. But I like the sound of their opening screen the best.
That was something else I was going to do about, recognizing famous intros and things. We played one, another time. That's very like, but very famous drum beat.
Bitty's theme song.
These days.
I know.
So another question and related to, I guess, all these apps is: do you use the Fire Stick or you use Roku?
Use the Roku. But also, again, 99% of my stuff is all on my phone. So I have the app and I watch the stuff on the phone.
Well, I'm a Roku guy. I initially bought a Fire Stick.
I actually like Roku a lot more.
The delay is garbage on the Fire Stick.
The Fire Sticks are only good for one thing, and they're that thing that I was talking about earlier that I haven't actually said. What? I didn't say that. But yes, that's the only thing that they're good for.
No, I'll tell you, Roku and the Roku channel is not that bad.
Yeah.
Like you sit there, they got music channels.
Yes.
I mean, if you like
I
Hot
didn't even
Ones, they got a
think of
whole
adding
channel
Roku
for Hot
onto the
Ones.
list,
I
but-
say, well, that's the reason why I mentioned is because I literally like when I'm bored, I'm looking for something to listen to, and I don't feel like popping open an app. I'll just throw the Roku channel on. I'll listen to some, I don't know, like I said, Hot Ones. I'll put some old episodes. They got a network always playing. Family Feud is another one you see, like old episodes. Steve Harvey is fucking riot, dude.
Yeah,
so
dude.
If you
So-
can't go through and find something funny,
I'm actually going to throw them in tier. I'm throwing them in tier right now.
I would actually I'd watch the Roku channel over a lot of the stuff on Apple Plus.
That's fair. I agree. Roku stuff, it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it just feels fun.
Yeah, it's more family.
They have
oriented.
better stuff. Yeah, like it's funner stuff. All right, so I'm gonna throw Roku's logo in here real quick. This is gonna be
We got so many fucking apps.
Yeah.
That's the other problem is that you have all these different apps and it's really hard to track what shows you like and when they're coming out because you're like, what app is that on again? I can't remember. Oh shit, am I still a member of that app?
So I think the next 3 here are gonna go pretty quick.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I like having them on my phone too, because I could see I have them all in one little folder and there's all my apps. I go, which one do I want to try to use today? That one.
Yeah.
All right. So the last 3 here should go pretty quick. There's one called Hey You. HAYU. I'm assuming it's a farming streaming service. It's just farmers mowing the lawn.
Oh, I thought
that
it almost sounds like a farmer's only. Hey, you.
Yeah.
Cat calling one freaking dating
Well,
app.
it's spelled
Hey, you.
HAYU. So I was like, oh, it's all about hay. And then there's this other one called, I don't even know what this is. Curiosity Stream.
Is that like a porn one?
I feel like it's like Masterclass. Dude, I am not watching anything that involves curiosity or streaming. But I don't know. I have any clue what that one is. I'm gonna throw that in the never used it. Is that fair?
Fair enough.
All right. Is there one more channel that you're thinking of right now? Why don't you play the theme song for it real quick?
No, I'm just looking along through. So I don't even remember where I fucking put that. To be honest with you,
It's gonna pop up on your phone.
It's gonna pop up somewhere randomly and be like, "Whoops, I played the wrong thing. My bad."
And then our last one here is Showtime. That's the last one we got.
I think that was one.
There's the channel. Fuck all this stuff. I'll throw all these things down in the doo-doo pile.
Side story. I was watching a reel, and the funniest damn thing is like, they just play that song, and you just look, see whose head turns around that knows the song.
Kids at the school, they just get on the drum set and play it.
Plays it. Yeah.
All right, Showtime. Where are you? So here's the one thing I will say: Showtime kind of gets the short stick, and the reason why I'll say that is because there's one tier that has not been used. So unless we move something down there, Showtime's going in the R.
The only reason I ever got Showtime was for that one particular series. I wasn't really cling to like
That's fair.
Dexter was the only series I remember that I even kept, and Dexter kind of sucked.
Okay, so then do this favor for me.
Sure.
If you had to put one in dead smack in the middle,
Yep.
would it be Netflix, YouTube, or Showtime?
Netflix.
Same. All right. So there's our tier list.
Woohoo!
So we're going to go from the
do a
bottom
rundown?
up. So we have never used Curiosity Stream, Hey You, Shudder, AMC, the Criterion Collection, where you get your masterpiece theater, and some Orange Julius thing. Next tier up, which is technically the fails, is Showtime and YouTube TV.
Yeah.
Netflix snuck
And
the
the YouTube-
fuck out of that one.
Well, I was going to say YouTube TV is mainly not because of the content, it's just for the sheer price point. Of
Yeah, I
that
agree.
fucking
It's
thing.
outrageous. The D tier is Stars.
Yeah.
C tier or R tier. Yeah, let me do this right. So it's D is the doo-doo pile. That was YouTube TV, Showtime. U is Stars. R is Netflix. F, we have Hulu, Apple Plus, and Tubi.
Sounds pretty fair.
I dig that. The F tier is Disney Plus at the head. Then we have Prime Video, Peacock, Paramount, and Roku.
Wow. That's pretty close.
It's a good pile.
Yeah. Do you think any of them should deserve to get bumped? Because I think Max is the only one on the top tier right now, right?
Max is the only one on tier, so that's what I'm saying. We got room for one more on the T tier
All right.
if you want.
Do you want to bat
Or the W tier.
So mine is Max. That's my vote for up there. So
Mine is also Max.
We were both up there. So I mean, what do you think? What is your second vote?
My next one
I would
probably,
say Prime.
I was just gonna say I think my next one would have to be Prime. So there you go. So we got Max and Prime at the top of the pile.
Max and Prime.
I dig that. They need
Maximus Primus.
There you go. It's Maximus Primus. It's streaming.
Sounds like a character on The Boys.
But yeah, I think those two streaming services combined, you would never run out of shit to watch either.
No.
You could watch the shit out of everything that they have.
Yeah, I find it very hard to run out of shit to
Rock
watch
and roll.
just on Max alone. So
Well, that sounds good. I'm gonna have to get on Prime, and you can go on Max, and there you go. We'll watch some stuff, and maybe you guys could let us know what your favorite streaming service is, and we can talk about shows on that stream. If you email us at WTFRU DOING Pod at gmail.com. follow us on pod.link, where you find all of the streaming services where our podcast is played. Take it away, Bitty. Where are we streaming?
Where we're streaming on like Facebook and Instagram.
YouTube.
Are we on YouTube too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. YouTube. That's a famous thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
all the podcasts.
All the podcasts. You guys can check it out. You go to pod.link and that's gonna show you all of the streaming services where we're at. All right, I'm gonna stream my ass out of here.
Yes,
and go watch some booby tuby.
Yeah, we got to get caught up on some of these TV
Booby-tube.
shows so we can bring more content for you down the road and talk all about it.
It's the boob tube.
In the meantime, why don't you tell us what you think about our ranking and where you think we went wrong, or if you like
Let
it.
us know. You can
by all
comment
means.
in the Spotify, actually.
Yeah, you can comment and you can send us emails, WTFRU doing pod@gmail.com.
Please do tell us what the fuck you're doing.
Absolutely.
And until next time, we'll tell you what the fuck we're doing. We're going to be sitting there with our mouths open watching TV. That's what I'm going to be doing.
Sounds good to me. I'm going to go get my Daredevil on.
I'm getting my pillow because I know we'll be asleep in about 2 minutes.
My pillow? You don't want those.
All right, guys. Have a good rest of your day. We will see you later.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What are you? What are you? What the fuck are you?